Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another kiln opening video, and I haven't done one of these in a little bit, and I know it was like all I was doing for a while, but I'm hopping back in. There's a few things in this kiln load that I feel like are kind of fun and exciting and that you might be able to take something away from and do for yourself. I did open the kiln yesterday, and I did start to go through it, and I know, I'm sorry, but then I remembered, and I stopped halfway, and I did not keep going. The first thing, actually, a friend of mine asked me for, they wanted a ginkgo tray, and I like that. I was like, okay, green, right? Green for ginkgo leaves. Yeah, totally. By the way, I have a new green that I'm excited to share with you, but this is actually a dandelion yellow underglaze by Speedball with clear over it, and it's just like the perfect, like the yellow color that ginkgo trees turn in the fall, which is like the most beautiful yellow, so I'm actually really happy with the yellow. I know that you guys are familiar with my obsession with sodium silicate. I know you guys are aware of my obsession with the 266 Umbria Brown clay, and I know you're aware of my obsession with alabaster, but were you aware of my obsession with all of these things combined in one mug? Look at how beautiful this is. I'm all about it. You know what is a really fun thing to serve on? Is just a big ceramic platter, and especially for when you have a little dip or something. Well, making a larger flat dish with just like a bunch of bowls, save the bowls, don't glaze them until you have the dish, and then decide what you're gonna glaze the dish, and then just take one of those bowls that you threw earlier and just match it to the dish and then sell them as a set, because it's so much more complete this way, especially for serving. This is my combination of alabaster with lavender mist. Look at how gorgeous this combo is. This is alabaster, this is lavender mist, but the reason that it gets so dark on the rim is because it's the Umbria Brown clay. That is what happens when you use certain clays versus others, and honestly, don't even ask me why some react so differently on different types of clay. This is something I'm excited about lately, taking like a little underglaze stencil and then using that in kind of just like detail circles or spots on a mug. And this is alabaster on white stoneware. Yeah, but it's cute. I really like it. I have a lot of planters with the dishes attached, which I love to make because they're so convenient to water the plants in them. These are just underglaze designs. It's outlined in wax, and then this is winter wood over it. This is just like a little pine needle design for Christmas, and we have also snowflakes. I really like the snowflakes, especially on the brown speckled stoneware, because it kind of gives that like dark sandy look, and then the snowflake white underglaze with the winter wood just looks so nice. Okay, so more planters. Some of them are repeat designs, so we just got another pine needle, and we have some cherries. This is nothing new to you guys, the underglazed cherries on a big bowl with winter wood, but you know, just as a reminder that it works and it's really cute. There also are going to be a few of these. I did a whole bunch of them because with the sodium silicate, since it really dries out the clay, you don't want to like be using it like sodium silicate here on one thing and like over here, like you don't want it to contaminate any of the rest of your clay bodies or any of the rest of your reclaim. This is just a little wine glass with the alabaster like all over it. That is the official technique. So you have to do that exact sound when explaining it to someone, by the way. I don't make the rules. This is of course another planter, but this is my new favorite design. And I really just love a leaf motif. A good leaf motif is such a good decoration, and I am obsessed. And this is just black underglaze with winter wood, babe. Like, come on, she's a winner every time. It's a goblet. So this was thrown just regular cup, and then trim the bottom nice and round, and then this was also thrown. Another one. Ooh, hang on. Sorry, I just had to literally step out of the kiln shed and have about 80 million customers. Okay, 80 million. Maybe like 12 or 15. But that was more than I was expecting on a Tuesday afternoon right now. Let's continue. There's this lavender mist and alabaster planter. We talked about this. It's my favorite because of the leaf motif. We talked about the cherry one, but there is another one. I don't think we talked about this one because it's bigger and it has a frilly little edge that has the drainage dish with the hole, another leaf motif, and it's gorgeous. I do really like the kiwis. I don't think I like it as much with winter wood. And the green really does develop dark, even though it goes on so light. Somebody in the store literally today, a few seconds ago, they were like, what are these? I was like, they're kiwis. And she's like, oh. So maybe I need to come up with a different underglaze for this because maybe it's not as clear. What do you think? Does that look like a kiwi to you? Okay, we have a lot of these mini, sodium silicate Umbria brown clay with alabaster and lavender mix. Little teacups, espresso cups. Wow, pretty. Okay, so this is Umbria brown clay, and this is just a vase that has like these carved portions, little line where the alabaster collected and grouped up to create kind of a lighter line, which is gorgeous. So this is Umbria brown, this is the alabaster and lavender mist, and it just is so different how it reacts on the dark clay as opposed to on the lighter clay. Look at how it like goes into the cracks. That's sick. Looks like a lightning bolt. This is a bowl with lavender mist and then some alabaster swirled, which kind of gave it an interesting effect. Dark rim, which I like. One last planter. This doesn't have any crazy design. It has some lace texture on it, which I think is cute and pretty. This is a planter without a drainage dish, so I made one separate. We got two more of these. This one doesn't have it in the cracks, it just has the alabaster dripping, so that's really pretty. But this does have it in the cracks, that alabaster. This is a dark clay bowl with only alabaster. I love this just for like an everyday kitchen bowl, especially in a set. And this is a heart bowl made by some customers that came in with her daughters, and I had them do the heart part. It was so sweet. And I can't find her email. Like, well, she gave me her email and it's wrong. No matter how I put it in, it's wrong, and I can't reach them to give them this. So if you're watching, reach out to me, please. I need to get this to you. Last thing, this is another goblet. This one is a little bit shorter. This is the other one. I love the goblet vibe. It's such a cool thing to have. Fun, cool goblet. I'm so excited to do more goblets like these. After this residency, which is wrapping up at the end of October, it's the like mid-October right now. So I've got a few weeks left, and then whatever is left, I am going to open an online store. Look forward to that. I'm super excited to upload some of my stuff to there. It's comforting and calming to be able to do this with you in the midst of all the chaos. So I just want to remind you, if you're going through a lot of chaos in your life, try to take a breath, slow down. That's not going to take too much time to do. And remind yourself that you are so important and art is so important. And to keep connecting yourself with those things that make you feel centered. All right. I will see you in the next one. We got this, my friends.